There's a direct quote from NATO that came from a collective conversation between the ammo manufacturers of Europe and the ammo manufacturers of North America and the United States, that they see the bottom of the barrel. Was a direct quote, meaning they can see the bottom of this ammunition situation. Now, America and the EU have been talking about they're running out of ammo for a year now, and it looks like they're actually running out. Now, this should greatly concern Americans because we're not even involved in any sort of armed conflict. In the event that the U.S. does engage in armed conflict, we seem to not have a whole lot of ammo available to us. I know there's some reserves available, but we've been tapping into the reserves for the last 6 months. And this is something that we brought up 6 months ago, that the U.S. has now officially been in their reserves for a half of a year, and they keep sending more. Now, in order to produce ammunition manufacturing facilities to keep up would take at least 3 years, is what government officials are quoted as saying. 3 years, meaning if we start right now, in 3 years, we might be able to start building back our reserves. This is a major problem. Thank God the U.S. is not engaged in armed conflict because we don't have any bullets. It would be a big problem if we were to engage in armed conflict. Luckily, Russia's dealing with the same situation, as well as, of course, the EU is even worse off than we are. So if something was to heat up in China or the Middle East got a little bit hotter, we would be in a world of hurt here in the U.S. And this is something as citizens we have to begin to open our eyes to. As I've been saying for the last year, and especially the last 6 months, we are running out of ammo, period. NATO, we are at the bottom of the barrel, direct quote. This is a big problem, and we need to be aware of it. We need to believe it is true, and we need to prepare ourselves as citizens for whatever this ends up leading to. So there you go. Any thoughts or insights you might have on this, especially that insight, definitely put that below. I would like to take a moment and say, please consider being a patron of this channel. It greatly increases our ability to get our messages out as YouTube continues to suppress those messages. So those links are below. The most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.